right, guys, we're going to be talking about what we can do in our next steps. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Hey guys, happy Friday evening. Let's go ahead and talk about what we can do and what is going on right now. Let me just move I just got to move this over to the right screen. Like, why am I looking off to the side? And I realized my monitor. All right, this is better. Okay, so we all know what the Senate Parliamentarian said, and this is something that we can actually fight back against, and it seems like that is what's happening. Talking to people on the Hill, the phone lines to John Thune's office are ringing off the hook. It's blown up. You might have to call multiple times to get through, but this is important that we don't wait. Not tomorrow, not Sunday, not Monday, but tonight, right now, because sometime between tonight and tomorrow, we will know if Thune takes the opportunity to do one of two things. He can either say ignore the parliamentarian rule. I mean, I know he said he wasn't going to do that because it might set, it's a nuclear option that might set a bad precedent. And what if the Democrats do it? Well, the Democrats have already done it a couple times. That's why we don't have the filibuster for judicial nominations. So he can decide to not take the advice of the parliamentarian, because you're going to remember the parliamentarian's role is to advise, right? It's not to rule, it's to advise. There is nothing that says that they have to take the advice of the parliamentarian. So John Thune can do two things. He could say, no, we're not going to take your advice. The Democrats, of course, are going to object to it. It will go to a vote. 51 majority will be enough to disregard her advice, which I think that's what we really need to be done in the short term. Another thing that can be done is that John Thune can fire the parliamentarian. She serves at the will of John Thune. You got to remember, she was put into place by Harry Reid, and she can be removed.
Harry Reid.
Yeah, the guy that alien Harry Reid. Yeah, but she can be removed by a simple, not even a stroke of a pen. He can just say, "You're fired. We're getting someone else."
Wait. So there's no vote. There's nothing. It's like, hey,
John Thune's decision alone.
Hold on, I'm writing grow a pair on X. No, don't.
John Thune's decision alone. He could make a phone call right now. Hey, you're fired, and this person's hired. Boom.
Oh, that would be a breach of protocol. Boo-hoo.
Thank you, Johnny 3bar. I'm just going to leave Johnny 3bar's comments up right now. So let's go ahead and blow up the phone lines. Hit them on Twitter, social media, everywhere. As public as possible, as many places as possible.
So you guys, if you're on X, just copy at Leader John Thune, fire Elizabeth McDonough now.
Yeah, they
just copy, paste, drop it in there.
Yeah, he does not have to take. That does not have to take her advice. So we need to keep on them. I can tell you right now, it might take you. Thank you, Coop. Coop says, make some phone calls. That is 100% right. And now I lost Johnny 3R's.
He's message. Back. Boom.
All right. Can you star that for me, please?
Done.
Awesome. Thanks. Johnny 3 Bar helps us out a lot. So I want to give him the shine.
Mm-hmm.
So call. Leave messages. At one point, the phone lines were so overwhelmed that people were getting busy signals because they couldn't keep up. So I've called multiple times. I sent emails. I've contacted people behind the scenes. And basically what I said is, hey, if we're gonna make a mass movement to primary John Thune.
Amen. Amen. I'm in.
Yeah. So we'll see. But I'm making this video specifically to ask of you, to beg of you. I'm down on bended knee. I'm actually not on bended knee, but call now. Let them know that we used our voices to get this on there. We forced them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We forced them to do this.
Make it happen. Don't let this be another Lucy in the football with Charlie Brown. If this is a Lucy in the football, Charlie Brown, I am going to lose my mind.
Yeah. So the right now the Capitol is open right now. They are
Actually, they're open all weekend because they're staying late.
They're staying late.
This is a magical thing.
We'll know something tonight or tomorrow sometime. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be sitting around waiting for this to break. So I might go live. It might be late tonight. I don't know. Or tomorrow morning or sometime.
Yeah.
But we will know sometime within the next 24 hours at most. I would probably say we'll probably know within the next 12 to 16 hours at most. Within the next 12 to 16 hours, what happens. So keep calling, email, blow up their Twitter everywhere. John Thune is the target. John Thune is the target. Once again, John Thune is 100% the target. He has the ability to fix this. Whether he does that or not, history will judge him for that. I will judge him for that, to tell you the truth. But we need to keep the pressure on. We need to keep the pressure on. And if the pressure keeps on, they can remove it. And Babyface P, who's been begging me to make this video, is now on. And we can't hear you, Babyface P. Patrick, what? Patrick, we can't hear you.
Yeah, and just for us Florida men, this is boom. You can
Patrick, we're not
just
reading
copy and paste. Patrick knows how this
okay, now we got it.
thingy works.
There we go. Yeah, I already did my part. Sorry, we're in the middle of dinner, or we just finished dinner. But I called and I left a post on his Twitter page, and I guess I'm just going to be calling like twice a day from now on until we hear something.
No, well, we should hear something within the next 12 to 16 hours.
Well, I did my part and called.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't want to jinx it, but I have a gut feeling on this, and I think he's. Are we on? Where can we? Can I curse on here? I don't know.
You can. Yeah, go ahead.
I think he's a pussy. I think he's going to be a pussy.
That's
total puss nanny.
All right. So, worst case, we get $0 tax.
It's still infringement, but anyways,
we will know by tomorrow.
And that $0 tax on what?
On AOWs, SPRs, SPSs, and
all NFA other than machine guns become $0 tax.
of machine guns and destructive devices.
And destructive devices. Okay. Darn, I wanted my 40 millimeters, which we can fight that battle later, but there is nobody cares about that.
Yeah.
Do you know how many 40 millimeter murders there are a year?
God, constant.
Just same as 50 BMG.
Yeah.
Constant. It's everywhere. All right. At least there's some news, even though that's not good news.
Yeah, well, there's it's a call to action.
Yes, that's the most important thing. Is everybody needs to be making the call. I've already called once, and I might just leave another voicemail again because, I mean, nobody's going to see it. It's almost as if they know it's Friday and they're not going to pay attention to anything until Monday.
No, they're there. Staff
are they?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're unhappy. Is there a Pentagon pizza for the for the Capitol Hill?
See how many pizzas are ordered.
No, I don't know, but right now, the phone lines are ringing off the hook. They are
Good.
there. We should know something.
Everybody, seriously, if I can do it, y'all can do it. Just whoever's sitting in here in the chat, just pick up your phone and leave them. So they didn't pick up for me. You have to hit 1. The way I got it, I hit 1 and left a voicemail. Just leave a voicemail and say, HPA, short act, or nothing. We're done with this. We're not playing games. This is how it is. I didn't go as far as threatening if you don't do what we say, we will primary you. I didn't take it to that level. I know, and I agree that I would.
But I also told that to
somebody close to him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Maybe directly to him.
Yeah. So anybody sitting here listening, that if you have nothing going on, if you're seeing this on the toilet, just grab it and leave a voicemail. And who cares if there's fart noises in the background? Just call. Just do it.
Yeah. Blow up the phone.
I might as well just keep, because I'm gonna go. We just finished dinner. I think I'm gonna go play some Hell Let Loose, and I think I might just sit and every 10 minutes just put in a call, because why not?
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Playing World of Warcraft calling.
Yeah, exactly.
Machine balls kills.
Yeah, raid timer's down. We got a call.
Yeah.
So how can we unelect a person? Did you guys already go over this woman? And is she a sitting member of anything? Does she elect?
No, her job is parliamentarian.
She literally is hired off the street as a parliamentarian.
Yeah.
What does that pay?
$210,000 is what I saw in another video earlier.
Can I get that job?
Ish.
Yeah, it's only
technically yes. I would assume you could.
Well, John, what's John Thune's number? His cell phone number, so I can call. I'll do this parliamentarian stuff.
Don't say it publicly.
Hold on.
Oh, John's looking it up now. And the VIN number of his car, and the routing and account number for his checking account.
An elected Democrat, not just any person. I didn't understand.
Oh my gosh! Right?
When I looked into this, I never understood why she's been there since 2012. How has nobody changed? Why isn't this one of those that automatically you take office and you just go, have a nice day, we're going to hire somebody that...
Don't let the door hit you on the back.
That's how this stuff works. We're going to hire somebody we like. We have no obligation to keep you, Could you imagine the president coming in and being like, listen, we're going to keep around Obama's staff. They're all still here. We're just changing me at the top.
Yeah. I mean, I can see the cook, the gardener. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, the guy that delivers the Diet Cokes, he can stay.
Yeah.
What we need to say is fire the parliamentarian and get someone who will not be a political hack or overrule the parliamentarian, or both.
So here's one question that I had watching all the videos that have come out today.
Ed Bender's a good guy.
Oh, yeah, $5.
Thanks for the information.
The parliamentarian has already made her ruling. Does it matter for this if she got fired? Because
it's not a ruling; it's an advisement.
It's an advisement. So
but
firing her, change the advisement.
Yeah, it could, because the next person would be like, "Oh yeah, I disagree." So,
well, what's stopping them from just going? We don't want to listen. We're going to push it through. Does that then take the 60 votes?
No, it's 50. Like
51. Simple majority.
Then there's no reason any of this can't get done.
Amen, brother. Amen.
Because the excuse, I already know the excuse is going to be, we don't want to set precedent. Oh, that makes us look bad. Oh, this is. It's like, do you think if the Dems were in this position, they would not care? They are bloodthirsty. When they have the power, they do everything possible.
Yes, I fully agree.
That, like, you know why?
Yeah, exactly. It's already been said.
They used it to remove the filibuster for judicial appointments.
It drives me crazy that the Democrats have no problem going scorched earth. They
on everything.
Okay, tell me how removing the filibuster for judicial appointments was budgetary related.
That went through the reconciliation.
Is this Switch the one that did it? Said, oh yeah, that's fine.
That makes me so mad that the Republicans
No, she didn't say. At the time she said, no, you can't do that. That's not.
And they pushed it through. They just said, we don't care. We're going to do it.
We're choosing to ignore the advice of the Parliamentarian.
It makes me so mad that the Republicans are such pussies. It makes me so angry that it's like, it makes me so mad. Thune, whenever they were trying to get Thune elected, all the people that were talking about it on Twitter, X, I was just like, none of these, the three that were floating around, none of them were good. Not a single one was good. So frustrating. JD Vance can overturn the Parliamentarian. Yes, it's another thing, but I don't. Again, I just, it's so frustrating that just do it. Just overturn it and say, screw you. We are going to fix things that we were elected to fix.
Hey, Rich.
Yes.
I'm going to put a number in the chat, and not in the chat, in the private chat.
Private chat.
I don't say it out loud, whatever it is.
8675309.
Yeah.
Call that on your phone.
Again, Crump. Again.
No, not. Don't give out the number this time, like you did the freaking Rob Bonta's number when I gave it to you.
Hold on, my phone's ringing. Oh no, it stopped.
I told Rich to call Bonta, and Rich was like 555.
Yeah, you don't do that. Yeah, Thune was never on our side anyways. This is just uniparty bullshit. This is all the same things that all of us always complain about. How are you, Hope, as well? Doing well, Matt Morrison. I got a really cool project coming out soon for everybody, but that's off.
Are you calling it, Rich?
No.
You're not?
No.
Well, he won't actually pick up. He's people that are like that must have, if you're not in my call list, go straight to voicemail. Like there's no way it'll go to anything.
Yeah, but it will go straight to voicemail and Rich can leave it. The voicemail.
Where's my phone? There's nothing illegal about this, right?
No.
I'm afraid I'm going to lose my
high-power senator's phone number, and I'm about to call him. The senator, what's he, the majority leader of the Senate?
Yeah, I got two numbers from him. I'm not sure which one is right, but I think this is
his cell phone number. Crump has given just. He's not putting it public. It's obviously not public, but Marthy's telling me don't do that.
That's what all wives say. Don't listen to her. Why would you listen to her?
Neither side are constitutional absolutists, but they all want to. I mean, it's just politics, and I know I'm just yelling into the void, but like that is disgusting. How old is that? Okay, it's fresh. There's one of these sitting next to me, and I have no idea how long this has been. And it's yogurt. I didn't know how long this has been sitting out there, but it's fresh, so it's not disgusting. None of them care about any of it unless it helps them win an argument. What was the one I saw the other day where they were complaining about Constitution? Oh, the thing that happened today with Trump. How unconstitutional it is that he doesn't. There no longer are. What was the Supreme Court ruling? The big Supreme Court ruling.
I'm sorry. So no more nationwide injunctions.
Nationwide injunctions, and CNN was complaining that how. Yes, it's a pouch. How unconstitutional that is.
Who complained?
See, it was like CNN or MSNBC. One of those. Oh my God, it's so
Okay,
unconstitutional.
the second number is the right one, by the way.
Y'all never care about constitutionality. Did it go to a voicemail?
Yeah, it went directly to voicemail.
Well,
right, I'm going to text him.
One of my problems. One of my problems is, does this just make them more angry and not want to
Crump,
deal with
what's the second phone number?
Don't say it out loud. It's in the chats. It's in the personal chats. I'm trying to be the arbiter
first phone
here.
Number?
Second one.
The second phone number?
Yes. Does this just make? I'm sure people know who this person is, so other people have his cell phone number.
Mm-hmm.
So other people must be calling him, being like, "Dude, what are you doing?"
It's going directly to voicemail.
Of course it is. I would never have a public line that is like, I would buy a brand new burner phone or something if I ever got elected. Nobody can contact me ever again.
Well, he has two cell phones. The first one, it looks like it's turned off, like they turned off the number, and the second one is just going directly to voicemail.
Does it just say this number is not available, or does it say, "Hi, this is so and so. This number's this. Leave me a voicemail."
No. It's just a
generic
number has been changed or disconnected. But the second one actually goes through.
When it goes through, my question is, does he have a voicemail?
The second one goes directly to his voicemail.
I just texted him.
Does he have a personal, "Hey, this is so and so," or is it computerized?
No,
number.
No. It's a.
Really? It's hilarious.
I just texted.
It's not his voice, but yeah, it says,
Yeah. I had a sneaking suspicion. You and I talked about this like 2 weeks ago, and I had a sneaking suspicion that this was going to be what happened because of the D in front of her name, and it just doesn't surprise me. It just makes me mad. The funny thing though is, I was at the range earlier picking up some projects to work on, and everybody that was in there was like, "Yeah, you need to call." Customers came in, "Yeah, so what's up with that?" And one guy was like, "It's not good news today. You need to call so and so." And he's like, "Really?" Wrote down the number and immediately walked outside and called. So it seems like they decimated a whole bunch of things, right? Like, she's killed tons of stuff in this bill.
Oh yeah, like 17
There's
different
some Medicaid,
things.
Medicare,
all tax related.
Look, I mean, if Obamacare is tax related, yes.
So we just need to say no. We're not listening. We're pushing this through. Daddy Trump wants us in. The problem I have, I think, is Thune and Trump are not buddies, as far as I understand.
No, John Thune is the Senate Majority Leader. He can either fire her or choose not to take her advice. So yeah, call him.
Yeah, everybody keep calling. Reinstate the short act in full. No vote. Faux you. John Thune's phone number at the switchboard. Nah, Abe nuts. Don't say it. Call. There's nothing you can. You don't have any control over this other than what you can do, which is get on the phone and tell them what you think.
Yeah, I mean, she went way overboard with a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
You don't believe that in the deep state, then I hate to tell you. There you go. It's definitely a swamp creature.
And we all, again, I hate to say it, but this doesn't surprise me because we'll see where he stands on it, how much of a spine he has. But I have my suspicions, and I would love to be proven wrong. Truly, I would love to be proven wrong.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody just blow up their... Not literally. I shouldn't say that. Everybody call. The explosion word probably is not a great one to use with politics. But call and just... Yeah, metaphorically. Just keep that so they can never catch up on checking through the voicemail list. Good Lord.
Yeah, I mean,
John Thune hasn't returned my text. I don't know why.
I think his phone's off. Well, he's probably
As well.
negotiating, to tell you the truth.
I would imagine so. They're probably in some sort of back room. But the other thing it sounded like was a lot of the stuff that was thrown out was part of other previous negotiations. So other things may be falling apart with this bill, right?
Yeah.
No, none of them are our friends. They hate Trump. I don't always like Trump either. I don't agree with everything he does, but yeah, they're definitely not our friends.
Trump's not our friend either.
No.
There's no politician that's our friend.
No.
I mean, and that's Kevin Dorr says, with all the stuff the Senate has taken. Okay.
And with all the stuff the Senate has taken out of the Build Back Better, Big Beautiful Bill, it's hard to see how Trump can let it go as is. Will the House let it go? He has to be watching this. Like Trump's people have to be watching this and seeing it going the way it is.
No, I can guarantee 100%. I can tell you. For sure.
I imagine his people are putting pressure on them as well, telling them, "Listen, we're not backing down. You need to push this through."
Yeah.
Yeah, you vote for your
We'll have
favorite.
to see. Yeah, Vance can step up and do it too. Vance is the president of the Senate.
Yeah.
So I hit Vance up on X. I hit my senators up. I hit Thune up. So 4 people you should hit up on X is Vance, Thune, and your senators, whatever state you're from.
Yeah, I gotta call them too.
Google is your friend.
I think they
I know
are.
Vance watches his Twitter. He definitely is a social guy.
So Lynchpin is asking, why aren't bigger gun tube channels? Isn't there GunCon this weekend?
Yeah, they're all at some gun show.
Yeah, so they're all chilling at GunCon.
Where was that at?
I've seen Guns and Gadgets. Jared make a couple posts.
What's that other guy?
They're at Langley Outdoors. Braden.
Langley. He's done
Braden
some
is always good on that.
I don't know if they made videos or not.
My brain is not working. What's the guy's name that's got the beard?
Legally Armed America.
Braden is weird.
No, it's a different one. It's the other one. I just watched this video. Curtis is the guy's name.
Oh,
Curtis.
yeah. PSO.
Yeah, he did a video too, like an hour or two ago.
Yeah, I talked to all those guys today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for people that don't know, you're
scholars
you
make any videos?
I'm not an inside source.
You got. I see.
I think I'm just tired.
All I got to say is I am highly disappointed in you guys. I posted this in the chat. This was the thumbnail. Let's see. The thumbnail. I pulled off some scholars' thumbnail and leveraged that.
Yeah, Jordan's right. They did make it, so.
Okay, if Jordan's watching, I got to change my background.
Yeah. So yeah, they have
Let's see. Cool.
This guy sounds like me. Trump has done more damage to the Second Amendment than Obama and Biden combined since 2016. It sickens me that people are blind and biased to see it. Who does that remind you of, Rich?
You.
Says that a lot.
Yep.
Yes.
100% agree. 100% agree.
It's so shameful.
So look, Trump pushed through bump stocks and red flag laws. He gave.
Yeah, I love unconstitutional, and then hired Pam Bondi, who here in Florida we don't like.
We're glad she's out of Florida.
I talked to a very prominent person in Florida, and off the record, they told me, "I'm glad that Pam Bondi got become Attorney General." I said, "Really? Like, why?" He goes, "Because she can't F things up in Florida anymore."
She is and we're getting off topic here, but she is so unlikable on camera. She has no charisma. I feel like she has no charisma whatsoever. She doesn't come off intelligent. I'm sure she's very smart, but she doesn't come off smart to me. She comes off as like, I don't know. She's just terrible on interviews, and it makes it's awful. Dirt Road Landing. How do we post on Thune's X profile? What I did is I went to his profile, found the last post that he made, which was like 2 hours ago, and I left a comment on it. And a bunch of other people are doing this.
Or you can just do at his leader.
You can tweet at him if you want. I did a comment instead because I would rather blow up his comment section. Justice and judges that he appointed. Amy Coney Barrett has been a total nothing. She has not been a very good Supreme Court judge.
Bump stocks are illegal right now, but I see what you're saying.
The gun grabber, she's out of her depth. Yeah, they don't care about being primaried at their level. I think they have so much connection and money that they don't think they can be primaried out.
Yeah, well, that hasn't worked out. I mean, that's failed when people thought that in the past. You know, everyone has power. It's just you got to realize you have power.
It's surprising how much we have when we, especially collective, when we stop. I can't think of the phrase for it. Naysaying is not the right word, but you're. Oh man, I can't think of the phrase. Yeah, when you're being negative, just call. There's no reason not to. You're wasting your time watching us talk about nothing. You might as well just pick up the phone.
Okay, well, let's say that calling only has like 1% chance of working. You know what has a 0% chance of working?
Just sitting on your ass and
doing nothing.
It's not doom.
What do you have to lose if you're wrong? What do you have to lose? What do you?
It's not blackpilling.
Pessimist.
Q. How are you doing?
Yeah, blackpilling. Yeah, that's what it is. It's blackpilling. You're sitting here blackpilling. Thank you. LV, whoever you are. Blackpilling. That's the word that I was trying to come up with. Yeah, you're sitting here blackpilling, and you could just pick up the phone. Live life.
Live life.
Thank you. It's blackpilling. You're right.
Yeah.
Not blackpilling yet.
Yeah. Yep. Your time is never wasted training. Do you know why the Democrats do what their base wants?
Because they
reelect
the crazies pick up the phone and talk to them. All of the blue-haired nutsos light them. They have campaigns where they just light them up with calls and emails,
and it works.
And that's what it's amazing to me. Like we really have, with this short act in the HPA, we've lit the phones on fire. We have become, and I don't know if we're a majority or a minority, but typically with the Dems, it's a vocal minority. The way they rate it is if they get X number of calls, if they get 50 calls, that means X% of their constituents want it. You know, they know the numbers.
That's how that. I mean, it's just statistics. It's a normalized bell curve, and you just extrapolate out. If 1,000 of us are calling, that means that most of the people that are supporting them want X and Y.
Okay,
that's a huge amount of people.
I'm not going to say who I did this for, but I was hired to find out a Congress person's staff, who they all were, where they all lived, and their nearest relatives, their immediate family.
Where it doesn't seem that difficult.
And lobby them?
We did direct mailing to those neighborhoods. So
that's clever.
When they get that call, and all their associates that I pulled get that call, I got it too. It makes it
feel different.
Oh,
did you guys see that in the news? Did you see? I got this thing in the mailer. My mother got that thing in the mailer too. Can you believe that? Like,
the technology now is so instead of doing a mass spend or a mass media buy,
Targeted.
you can very finitely target and cost effectively spend your money. And that's how successful campaigns, for whether it's a political office or a some sort of legislation, that's how you target it and get the most for your dollar.
You want me to pull back the curtain a little bit?
Are you allowed to?
What's up? Thank you for the screw. That's a screw. It's a deck
Who
screw.
has Hulu or Netflix or Amazon on their phones?
I do.
Amazon.
Okay.
I have HBO Max.
You can go to Hulu, for example, and say, I want a targeted ad for people that work in this building.
They can target it down to IP address to that level.
Or they can target it down. Well, okay. Well, the
geolocation.
The phone is geolocated here.
Oh, they're trying to target. Yeah, so they're doing geolocation. Yep. The amount of data that
then they tie that's tied to that account. So when they go look up, when they have the ads pop up on their Hulu, it's targeted for
when I was still working in tech, we were building apps for a couple of services. There's a gas station type of place like Wawa that's on the East Coast, like North Carolina places, and we were building their app, and we had geolocation stuff where if you were within a certain mileage of one of those places, they would try to serve you more ads for, hey, sandwiches are $5.99. Hey, we have drink specials. Come get gas here. But yeah, it was all geofencing.
Geolocation,
geofencing is a little bit different.
So we did both, but geolocation for trying to get people.
Oh well, no, you're right. It was geofencing because it was only when they were in that area.
We wanted them in the certain area. Yeah, you didn't want them for everywhere.
So there's geofencing, but yeah. So Hulu, you can buy Hulu ads on people that work in specific buildings.
And you wait till they walk in the building to get that ad.
No, well, you can just say I want to target ads to all members of all people that work at the Capitol, and that's one of their options. That's like right there.
Not unless for sure. At Planters, Freedom Seeds.
Yeah.
Kid, do you want to come over here and be on the internet? Come here.
Is that your son?
Yeah.
Crumpy V.
Come here. You want to be on the internet? Uh-huh. You see everybody? Say hi. We're working on politics right now.
Hey, buddy. What's up?
You want to hear? Let's see if you can hear him.
Hi, buddy.
Hey.
How you doing?
Say hi.
What's your name?
Don't tell him. It's the internet. What, you want this one now? Okay.
Hey, Crumpy V, how are you?
You doing well? Say good.
He's shy.
He is. All right, you want to go back to mommy? Off. But that's the reason. I mean, that's the reason why I'm calling. For me, I have lots of toys, and I don't mind. I will buy more tax stamps. It's true. But I don't want him to have to buy tax stamps. It'd be amazing if him growing up, he just has whatever barrel length he wants.
The thing that... All right, so yeah, any barrel length without any, craziness.
It would be amazing.
The ability for me to click print and make a can. That's crazy. That's crazy. And seriously, as much as my problem with shooting on my property is legit, this happens. My neighbors start calling, like, hey, can I come over? What are you shooting? Anything cool? It's not the Karen, it's the cool people that they're like, is that you shooting? You're gonna be out for a while?
Wish we had the room here. Safety Harbor says he needs more short barrel toys now, and I agree. I want more. My business, from a purely selfish standpoint, will take off because I guarantee I would cut tons. I will do tons of barrel cutting and threading for people up and coming if this went through. But it's for him. I want him to not have to deal with this anymore.
Yeah, I was going to rush my PS90 over real fast.
I'm ready to do it. I already looked up how to do it. It's not hard.
Do you think Silencer Central got a hold of her? Just joking.
No way.
That's just a joke.
Crink building. I thought I already built you a crink.
Yeah, I want a crink. But
why
built
doesn't Walter build
4
his
now.
own crinks? Are you the
why do
master
we
of
need
bending metal?
why do we need short act Ruby Ridge?
Ooh. Ouch.
30-year-old, yeah. My CX4 Storm. Call out, call the reps, and BS, but I'm telling you that if it's a miracle happens and it gets intact, there are a big robots in place, yeah.
I mean, the short act, no more pistol brace, bull crap. I can have whatever I want on the back end of my gun. Folds.
You walk into a gun shop, and the wall will look totally different because you will have MP5s with the correct barrel length. You will have 1022 chargers.
I would pick up my MP5 now, but
you don't need more than like 7 inches of barrel to make 22 work. So 22 chargers, you'll find 22s in all sorts of barrel lengths now.
Amen, brother. Amen. Yeah,
I've got my. What we can do right now is call.
I have my Safety Harbor compact entry brace because it's not a stock on my MP5.
Planter Freedom Seeds, you should do it. I mean, truly, and I'm not even saying that like as a joke. Like the older I get, the more I realize that nothing will change unless good people like actually put up or shut up. Like
amen.
And usually the people that in my 36 years, I found that the people who want power the most are the ones who should least have it. They're always the worst kind of people.
I mean, that's managers in business. That's how it works.
Yeah. And us folks that are like, I don't want any part of that, are usually the ones that should be helping out.
$10 from Politically Incorrect. Parliamentarian needs to be removed. Appointed by Dingy Harry Reid during Obama. What is she even doing there? This is minority rule. We voted for a Republican majority.
Amen.
Who needs to replace her ASAP?
I don't understand, Marley. I don't understand why this position doesn't just get replaced every time a new majority leader comes in. Like
would
that
make sense.
Truly, I feel like you would just replace that person. You don't need influencer backing online. You need to just grassroots. I think is more important than influencer backing. Yeah. He's fine. He can turn it on. Yeah, this doesn't pick up much over there.
Yeah, but the rule is vacated, so it's not really an injunction. I think he's talking about the thing with the Supreme Court.
Oh yeah, but then that goes back to those vacated rules or those nationwide injunctive rules that were protecting us for a bunch of our things we own. Those out the door.
Well, the pistol brace one, it was a of the rule was vacated. It was a
vacation, yeah. So that is back to not being a rule. So they're fine.
Yeah, I think that's going to be fine. But other stuff and future injunctions.
So rare breed triggers is one of them. That's an injunction.
Yeah, that was an injunction, but that turned into a consent decree.
A deal, yeah. And they're using it to their fullest benefit.
Somebody called them. What did they say? Like rare greed triggers.
I will not ever buy one of his products, simply because ABC or whatever it is going after people who are making super safeties, which
right. Super safety has nothing to do with
their patent. Yeah, it makes me really mad.
No.
Well,
I mean, there are no common parts between the super safety and any of the Graves-based triggers.
Amy is Republicans want the backseat. They prefer Democrats driving. It does truly feel like Republicans always want to be on the defensive. They never want to be on the attack. And I don't fully understand why. If I was in there, oh my God, I would be tearing up things as quick as I could.
No, we'd be knocking over tables.
Yeah.
I think Kevin Maxwell looks like Colonel Sanders.
Who does?
FRT.
The owner of Rare Breed. I'll show you.
Oh, not the bald guy, obviously.
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't purchase a Rare Breed personally.
Yeah. Yeah, not that. And Florida's another thing. we can't have enhanced triggers.
It's so funny because I just paid my $500 SOT, and now I have the privilege for another year to have fully enhanced triggers. but I personally can't own any speed enhancing devices, but the safe right next to that has fully speed enhanced devices in there. Yeah, back to Johnny 3 Bar. He posted a phone line. Just call Thune. If you're tuning in and watching and you got nothing better to do, which you don't because you're watching us on a Friday night at 8:20, call Thune and leave a message that
blow him up on X. I mean,
make
put his X melt down.
Yeah.
Or just text his cell phone like I did.
T-Rex Arms slipped out their video while this is going on and nobody cares. I might go watch it. I might not. I don't know that I care. He's very Colonel Sanders. Yeah, I think I have seen him before, and he's the guy that's leading the charge on all the lawsuits, right?
Maxwell's the attorney.
Hold on, John's muted. We can't hear you. Nothing yet. It came on and off for like a split second. I have a wooden American flag like that on my wall.
I know, switching mics.
There we go.
Imagine this guy in a white suit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
I'll tell you something. We do have the best fried chicken.
Or what? Crump? You're not doing it with Crump GPT? What's going on?
What?
Making him in a white suit.
I needed the power. Like Crump GPT is offline right now. I gotta power it back up. I moved everything over to the Jetsons.
The Jetson Nano.
Yeah, the Jetson Nano Supers.
I'm just reading through comments as they stream by. Yeah, leave messages. It's the best thing you can do.
I'm running on the NPU on a Rock 5A and Rock 5B.
All right. Well, yep. I'm gonna get out of here. So thank you so much.
No.
Would NY be able to
short answer? Short answer, no. Well,
it depends on the laws written.
Initially, yes, and then they will create a law of their own. I imagine it would work something like the assault weapons ban sunsetting.
I think SBR is banned in New York already.
I think air is banned in New York.
It would no longer be an SBR, so that wouldn't exist as a category. So my thought is it will initially open up and they will immediately clamp back down and say rifles under 6. They will make their own NFA type of thing that says that these are not.
I think they already have.
If they have a specific statutes that say under 16 inches, under 18.5 inches, then they would not get them even if this does happen.
Yeah, it's under the SAFE Act.
I agree with Jefferson's fan some, but I don't want people to rest on their laurels and say, oh, we don't need to do anything. Continue to call. That's the best thing you can do right now. Like I said, I'm going to go play Hell Let Loose and call.
All right, well, to do that, Rich, thank you for coming on. Babyface P, thank you for coming on. You inspired me to do this. So
I'm so glad because it was stressing me out earlier.
Yeah,
there had not been enough content yet.
He's like, yeah, John Thune. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I said that she could be overruled and John. You didn't make it clear enough.
I did. I didn't feel like there was enough call to action.
I was like, okay, I'll do it again. But there you go. Yeah, well, the tax. I mean, I don't like the tax, but what I really don't like is the effing registration. But we'll see.
We'll cross our bridges as we get there.
Let me see.
I'm hitting them up. I'm commenting on their X posts. Oh, I got to hit JD Vance up.
Y'all want to see what I'm about to work on? I'll go grab a picture of it from the printer that I just printed.
Yep. But yeah, no, they definitely shouldn't be at 4473. All infringement.
You'll see what that is.
Let me
Say it.
full,
Right, hold on.
Rich. Full screen.
Ooh. Oh, hold on. Oh, there we go.
MP40.
Ooh. Yeah, that's gonna be happening soon. That's why I have all the blueprints I could possibly need. That'll be some videos coming out soon. Off topic. Anyways.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah.
Call. I'm gonna once we get off here, I'm literally gonna call and go play games, and then call and then go play games. So.
Yeah. There you go. All right.
Night, guys.
I will see you guys later. Bye. Rich, end the stream. My buttons. Oh, never there. My button's not working. Well, let me click the damn button.
I got